Shalom Makim. I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim, all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom Makim. I want to get into this article right here, just showing that this alphabet movement, in Russia, they're fighting against it, even though you have Putin, who we know is the face card of Russia, but he has enemies in Russia, But he tries to keep them silent as much as possible. Like Putin will go on a killing spree, a killing spree. Yeah, he'll get rid of them. He'll get rid of his opponents, man. If they're not with him, then you got to go. There was this Wagner group that came through there. Putin found out that some of his lieutenants were happy with what the Wagner group was doing, in certain areas in the Russian military. He got rid of them quick, fast, and hurry. Not just fired them, I think he executes them. He don't play them games, man. Putin runs his country with an iron fist, but at the same time, it is divided, man. It's divided. They have one thing about America, the agenda that is poured out, the world has had to deal with it. And if you don't accept it and are okay with it, then they have ways to take care of you. They'll fine you, put sanctions on you. They'll topple your government, they'll try to go to war with you, They have different ways to push in their agendas, one way or another. They will have their hand in your politics, But Russia, they're sick of it, and they're trying to fight against it, man. And Putin's trying to ban it. It says the Russian Justice Ministry said Friday has filed a lawsuit with the Supreme Court to label the international alphabet public movement as extremist and to outlaw its operations in the country. So that's what I mean. So even though Putin runs his country iron fist, they still are able to weave their way in there, man. Even though on the phrase card we know that Russia and America are against each other, how the hell did Babylon's policy slip through there? How did their sickness slip through there? I let you know how powerful America truly is, man, and the Western powers that are with them, man. Because America is NATO, the whole Babylonian system, man. Those wicked people who fight and to uphold that wickedness, the wicked American rules, man. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. So Russia's sitting here and they're getting ready to fight each other. Even though there's they got war next door in Ukraine, they have to fight with their politicians who are going for this, who are cool with this alphabet movement, man. And he said he's gonna have to just flat out outlaw it. And it's not the first time, man. I remember back in the day when Russia and when you had those girls, you had some girls that were out there and they were defying Putin's laws and rules, and he banned those women from the country, man. And so they were outside, in other countries, in these Western power countries, trying to make fun of Putin and his rules, and that's not a good thing to do because we know how deep Putin goes. Because one time one of his colonels or something tried to flee into one of the European countries. I can't remember if it was France or Spain, one of them, and they caught him at the airport, man. And it was and they broke down. One of the history channels had broke down how they tracked the people down who did it, man, because it was real intricate. So, I don't even think they used Russian-looking people. They used women from that country, man. Let you know. And they just shot some poison on him, and he was rotting away in a hospital bed because he knew too many secrets and he tried to flee. Just letting you know, Putin is not playing that, but at the same time, he has been infiltrated and his country's been infiltrated. But so this weird network is there, man. It says the network, which 2 years ago was labeled a foreign agent, and that's what we're saying. That golden cup, that foreign agent, man. Is internationally recognized instantly and is based on the Luga, I'm not going to read that, Intersexual Association, a major Switzerland-based NGO promoting weird rights and activities since the 70s. So this NGO stuff, man, and it's a Switzerland-based. Once again, you have these certain countries that they try to play like they throw a stone and hide their hand. Switzerland's one of those countries. Iceland, a few, those Nordic countries, those so-called safe countries. Switzerland has a Switzerland bank, so they used to try to say Switzerland never have wars, but that's a lie. They fund wars. They do all sorts of backdoor things, but nevertheless, Putin's upset and he's sick and tired of it, man. But and he knows what comes behind this weird stuff, man. He's gonna have a bunch of weird sicknesses to deal with in this country, like they do here in America. In these areas where these alphabet communities thrive at, they have all different type of clinics in those different areas. They got different clinics and hospitals for them in those different areas and stuff. They have their own little communities and stuff for them. But at the end of the day, it's just a sick lifestyle. This Romans 1:24, wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the thoughts of their own hearts to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. That's not the one I was looking for, but I'll use it. They disown their bodies, doing that weird stuff, man. And you're giving yourself over to those. That's what I was looking for. You're doing that stuff is weird what they're doing, man. That homosexuality stuff, man. That changing of your body, that slacking. It's like I'm dropping down. So this is Romans 1:26. He said, "For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature." And that's what the Russian. That's what happens when you subscribe to that lifestyle, to that alphabet lifestyle. The Lord is going to give you up to those vile affections. And a few years back, Russia had an outbreak. They had an outbreak of HIV and AIDS period. They had an AIDS outbreak. Lord smited them with the drugs. The drugs had hit them real bad. So, he smited them. And when they were using those drugs, they were banging needles. The needles they would share with each other. And they gave them an outbreak of hepatitis and AIDS, So the Lord is smiting them. And now, he's hitting them got them going at each other with this weird lifestyle propaganda, man. So that American lifestyle has jumped on them. This is Matthew 12:26, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's one thing that Putin's trying to keep his kingdom going, but they're against each other. That weird lifestyle has corrupted his people, man. They're in there, They're parading around. They're going against him and what his policies, because Putin is ready for war, man. He doesn't have time to think about this weird stuff, but he has to take it out because you don't want this infecting the country, and that's what eventually happens, man. We see it just rampantly take over here in America within a few years. One president said, "Don't ask, don't tell." The next one came behind him and said that it's okay. And then it got worse and worse. He said that you could even be a transformer and come on out. Then it went to even you could even have blood drives with these guys, man. So on and on. It's just getting sicker and worse and worse. And they come to find out that they couldn't even use the blood that they got from them. So this place is just over with, and it's just falling apart, man. And Satan is against Satan, man. His kingdom ain't gonna last, man. Seeing Putin and fighting with his generals and his colonels, they ain't gonna last, man. All over, them just being in bed with Babylon and its philosophies and stuff, man. you know? So even Russia is having to deal with this stuff, man. So it ain't over in Russia, man. It ain't just running through Ukraine like that. They also have to worry about their own backyard being taken over by the sickness of Babylon. With that being said, I hope it's edifying. Shalom, Akim.